Hey guys, it's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon around, let's see, it says 5:03 p.m. I have Michael in front of me in the Expedition pulling his new trailer, kayak on top. We have Ron in the Toyota Tacoma, and I'm in my new Jeep Rubicon pulling my 5x10 trailer with a kayak also. We are camping at a free campsite in Ocala National Forest called Bluff's Landing. It's right on a river. I forgot the name off the top of my head, but just a mile or two up is the Alexander Springs. So we're gonna set up camp. We're gonna try and get right on the water. It's a Wednesday. I doubt anybody's at this campground, but you never know. The rainbow people could be here. Other than that, we're gonna set up camp right on the water and we're gonna paddle for a little while. Ron had to slow down right up here, which made me stop right in the middle of the sugar sand. So we're trying to crawl through it right now. Pulling this trailer, it's a lot of weight on the rear end of the Jeep. So I think we're out of the soft stuff right now, so I'm gonna put it back in the two-wheel drive high. So we've been on the trail for just over a little hour now. All the roads and trails have pretty much been just like this. A mix of really sandy trails and hard-packed roads. But for a majority of it, probably 75% is a trail just like this. There's been a couple little creek crossings. I know we're close to the springs. But we're just driving straight to the river now, and we're gonna try and set up camp. Like I said, it's Wednesday. Now it's 6:15 at night on Wednesday, so I doubt anyone's gonna be here camping, so maybe we'll have the place to ourselves. I don't know exactly how close we can get to the water, but if no one's there, we might just camp right at the little kayak launch or something. Well, we got all the way to the river, and it turns out we're on the wrong side of the river. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's all part of exploring and coming out here and driving on these roads. We probably could have camped on that side of the river, but it's kind of weird. In the entire forest, the side of the river we were on, there happened to be like 8 random houses. So it was like private property, so it's kind of weird. I mean, we were driving for an hour to get there, and we didn't pass anything. I mean, we're in the middle of the national forest, and there happens to be like houses, so it's kind of strange. They all had power and everything. So I don't know what was up with that, but now we're gonna backtrack. It's probably gonna be like an hour drive, I'd say. And it'll be nighttime, of course, when we set up, but that's no big deal. We all have LED lighting and everything. So we drove down to the river. Actually looks really nice. It's a really nice area, canoe launch. There's some rope swings and everything. There's some signs that say no parking and stuff. It looks like it's really heavily used during the summer on the weekends. But now we're trying to find a primitive campsite. There's a little camping section. You can camp anywhere you want in. But we're trying to find a spot way in one of the corners where no one's going to come in the middle of the night and drive around and stuff. So that's what we're doing now.
Oh, you cook like I do with about 15 pounds of butter?
Oh yeah.
This is like some good cuts of meat.
Oh yeah. There he is. So if you didn't follow on, I don't think it was on Facebook. No, it was on Facebook. My refrigerator, I left the bacon or something and chicken from the last time Ron and I went to eat. And my refrigerator smells like straight death. I've bleached it. It's probably been, that was December. It's been almost 3 months. And I told Ron I'd hold on to his eggs for him, and well, The rough roads in Ocala decided that let's play a game of Plinko with the eggs, and they all slid in between the water bottles. And literally the water bottles held them, like cradled them, until we got to the campsite. So not one single egg was harmed in the filming of this video. Back then we didn't have smartphones or anything, so it was mainly just kids being bored calling 911, not, you know, smartphones automatically calling it or computers automatically calling 911. Workers' comp's gonna be like, alright, he's good.
Hey, you want this fork?
This is good. It's behind a cloud right now, but it's a full moon in the middle of the woods, so I can just imagine how many coyotes and stuff we're gonna hear. If you're closer to the river, you might hear some alligators, but as of right now, it's what, like 8 o'clock?
8:15.
It's 8:15 and it's super quiet here. Really still too, there's no breeze. What you blowing?
Just in case the animals try to eat me.
Is that a pillow?
Sleeping pad.
Oh, nice. Is that bear mace?
Yeah, here you go, man.
Is that an MK40?
Ready for the bears.
Fierce. That is fierce.
It's even got the glow in the dark handle.
Where'd you get that at?
Gander.
So the full moon is almost out again. In the morning tomorrow we're going to make some breakfast. We're going to pack up, which we really don't have much to pack up since we got the trailer, just 2 hammocks. And we're going to go down to the creek, which is about 60 yards from here. And the name of it is actually Freak Creek, which is probably the last place you want to be on a full moon in the Ocala National Forest. But so far we haven't heard a single soul or seen anybody. We saw one van that was behind me, but it turned out to be a FedEx van going right through the middle of the forest. So either it was stolen or somebody out there really needed a package or something. But other than that, the guys are back there with the flashlights looking for Sasquatch. They heard something in the woods. So we'll check in with you in the morning.
In Ocala, fair, 66, wind, calm.
Alright, so it's late at night and we're putting the very first sticker on the trailer. So it's Yoda Overlanders, even though I've never owned a Toyota. So we'll put it right there in the corner and we're going to start collecting stickers. I'd put an Overland Florida sticker on there, but I don't even have any of my own stickers. I keep giving them all away. So shout out to Yoda Overlanders. I think they're just on Instagram, right? I don't even know.
Right, you could have mixed them up if you're doing them scrambled. Completely forgot. Work. Cool. You like your bacon crispy or chewy?
Crispy's fun. So around 1:30 this morning, Ron and I were sitting around the fire and we heard what sounded like glass beer bottles being dumped out of a trash can. Which was kind of funny because neither one of us could find a flashlight, but we sure as hell found a lot of guns to grab. But we think that someone might have added to this trash pile last night while we were sitting around the fire. There's a whole bunch of trash over here. It looked like someone dumped a whole truck bed full of junk. But we couldn't see anybody. We figured it's probably just bears or raccoons rummaging through trash, but we will never know. It's time to load up. We're gonna head back down to the little canoe kayak launch down here and show you guys what it looks like. So here's the kayak launch. The water's actually pretty clear. It's not the blue crystal clear with the sandy bottom that you get closer to the springs, but the water quality is pretty good. You got some rope swings way up on top of that tree. And then a little bit later, Ron and I are going to race down these two slides right here. So who do you think is going to win, Ron or myself?
I don't think I'm gonna fit.
If it fits, it sits. So Michael, Ron, and I are finishing this last little trail section. And Ron's going to head back home, and Michael and I are going to go to Rock Springs Run and do some kayaking. So it's getting pretty warm out today. Let's see what the temperature is. It's 76, but it feels like about 85.
This trail that we're passing on the right is I don't think the trailers will fit down there, but it's huge off-camera hill. You know what? Let's go look at it, because you guys might like it.
Ron's got to lock his hubs in.
You might want to put it in 4 high.
Yeah, Ron stopped to lock his hubs in right now. So we're taking a little break. This is a beautiful river, but there's a large amount of water coming down, so you have to constantly paddle. If you miss one stroke, then you're going backwards, so it takes a lot of arm muscle to get you to the springs, but we're getting there. It's a beautiful day. It's nice and breezy right now. There's some fish, and we've heard a couple turtles drop in, but we haven't really seen much for wildlife. This is a really wide part of the river. This would make for a good stop and swim part whenever you're kayaking up here. Right here it's just a 1.5 feet deep or 1 foot deep. Enough to lay down and sit in and drink some beer or something. We made it to the point of no return, so now we're just gonna take it easy and just coast all the way down the river back to King's Landing. This is so beautiful back up in here. So we made it back to King's Landing. That was a really nice paddle. It's a lot of work going upstream to the bridge where you can't pass. But once you get there and just coast the whole way back, it's definitely worth it.